Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the One Trinity Family Podcast. I'm your host, this week's Herder. Calvin will be joining me shortly, but unfortunately, Sam and Honey will not be able to join us this week. Hopefully, they will for next week. But regardless of how many people are with us tonight, we still got quite a busy week this week, as we have E3 coming up. In fact, by the time this episode goes up, E3 will be well underway, and hopefully, things will be good. And we will be talking about E3 later today. But before we get there, let's get to the quick ball briefings, starting things off with Pokemon Masters EX, which is doing a repeat run for the event The Beast That Devours the Sun, which allows players to get a hold of the Sync Pair, player character, and Solgaleo. And this will run all the way until the 26th of July, so plenty of time to get Solgaleo if you have not done so already. And for Pokemon Go, surprisingly enough, the next two community dates were already announced, which are going to be the 3rd of July and the 15th of August. But the featured Pokemon for either community day have not been announced yet. I'm personally hoping for like Tepig in July. I really miss having a starter for a community day. It's great to see Snivy get one, but I want him to go back to the old format where you had a starter like every other month, and hopefully July will kick that off, because Snivy did not, unfortunately. But that covers all the quick ball briefings, so let's get to two things for the trading card game. Actually, first up is the next English set was announced for the TCG, and this one's going to be called Evolving Skies, which is set to be released on the 27th of August. And according to Cerebi, this set will contain over 200 cards, which will include 18 Pokemon V and 15 Pokemon VMAX cards, which will include various cards for the evolutions, including Eevee itself, along with Duraludon, Noivern, Dragonite, and more, along with plenty of trainer cards, 25 to be exact, along with some more Single Strike and Rapid Strike cards. And many, many more details following that as well. Next up for the TCG is a new style of cards, which is called V-Union. And these cards allow players to form more powerful Pokemon cards that have up to 8 different moves/abilities by putting together 4 different cards from discard pile. And we've already seen some of the artwork for some of these cards, most notably being a Greninja V-Union, a Zacian V-Union, and a Mewtwo V-Union. These look insanely overpowered. I don't play the TCG myself, but the artwork looks incredible when all 4 cards are put together. I have a strong feeling that many people are going to be seeking out for those cards. Hopefully it'll be a lot easier to get these cards by the time this set, at least when these cards come out. And the first set of these cards will be released as a special promotion, which is set for release on the 20th of August. So let's move on from the TCG and go to Pokemon Masters EX. And the latest event for the game has started, known as Town Square Street Fair. And this is going to be a long-running solo event that is based on Trainers of Alola, and will add new stages every 2 days until next Thursday. And this also adds the Sync Pair, Lana and Araquanid, with Kiawe and Turtonator, I believe. I have not checked Twitter for that Sync Pair, which I should have done before I sat down to start recording. This is what preparation gets for you, and this is what I get for starting the episode by myself. And nope, it is not Turtonator, it is Kiawe and Alolan Marowak. Still a really good looking pair, so that is awesome. But anyway, moving on from Pokemon Masters, now let's actually get to E3. And this looks, it's great to have E3 back after two years, because obviously it got canceled last year due to COVID. but it's come back this year, and that is very nice to see. In fact, before I do get to E3, I do want to touch on the lack of news regarding Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl, and Pokemon Legends Arceus, because it's looking like we might get some kind of update for those games during E3, which is kind of interesting. It's very interesting because Pokemon doesn't tend to make big announcements during E3 itself. I've touched on this multiple times in past episodes. However, we have 3 big games coming out later on, with Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl coming out in November, and Legends coming out in January. And it's looking like we might like I said, we looks like we might get some update for those games during the E3 Direct. That's not to say that Pokemon has not done announcements during E3 itself, because they have done so in the past. And it's also not like Pokemon doesn't make some kind of announcement during a Nintendo Direct in general. In fact, if I go back to, I think it was the September 2019 Nintendo Direct, so about 2 months out from Sword and Shield. Excuse me. We got, during that Direct, we saw, I think, Pokemon Camp along with Poltergeist. I think Cramorant 2? I don't remember. It's been so long since I've looked back at that. But if I'm going off of memory here, I think that was when we saw some big Pokemon details during a traditional Nintendo Direct. But I do think we will get some kind of Treehouse presentation for one of the games, whether it be Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl, or Legends. I think it's going to be Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl, because those are coming out later this year, whereas Pokemon Legends Arceus will be coming out in January. Granted, that's like only 70 days out. But it would also not surprise me if we see both Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl, and Legends tossed into the mix as well. Because, oh boy, we're almost into the middle of June, and we still haven't heard anything about these Sinnoh games, other than the fact that we got the release date and box art at the end of May. But other than that, we haven't gotten anything since their unveil back all the way in February, which is kind of absurd. I don't think we've gone... I can't recall the last time we went this long without any notable updates, like any new gameplay trailers for an upcoming game. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon come to mind. Hey, Callum.
Hello. Hi.
Alright, I was just rambling about E3.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already, luckily I've already started recording.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, I was just, I already got through the briefings, and, there was some stuff for the TCG and, for Masters. So now,
Okay.
I've just gotten to E3, but before I even, started talking about my predictions for E3, let's talk about the lack of any Pokemon announcements prior to E3. Like, I thought we were going to get something from Brilliant Diamond, the Shiny Pearl, and Legends before E3, but looks like we're going to get something during E3 itself, which is kind of interesting.
I mean, like, the release dates were pretty big. It kind of makes sense that they'd wait off.
That's true.
Like, if we're giving stuff prior to E3, it would just be like a few small things, but instead of a few small things, they've done like 2 big things, which is both the release dates, and
As well as in the box art.
yeah, oh yeah, box art too, yeah. So yeah, it's like maybe they feel like it's too much to just give out so much beforehand.
Yeah.
Because you saw how with Sword and Shield, they were like more restrained compared to compared to their marketing for Six and Seven.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Um,
And plus, we have two sets of main series games coming out in such a short amount of time, so I bet they're just, instead of overwhelming us right before E3, they're just gonna wait until E3 itself.
yeah,
And they're probably gonna give us a Treehouse presentation of at least one of the games during the Treehouse stuff after the Direct itself.
yeah, and, like, cause like there's definitely gonna be something in the treehouse at least.
Yeah.
Probably something.
Like, it's not to say that Pokemon hasn't done big announcements during E3 itself, because I remember, in fact, I remember Joe Merrick made a comment about this on Twitter. I think a few weeks ago. I can't remember when, but he did state that it was during E3 when we first found out about the fairy type for X and Y. It was around that time frame.
Oh, like I did not know that, mainly because I didn't even know E3 was a thing when X and Y came out. But
Ah, okay.
like I was like 12, I was like 12, 13. No, sorry, no, I was 12 when X and Y came out. Yeah, so
Makes sense.
like. And like I wasn't big on the internet. I was like only just beginning to watch Pokemon videos like on YouTube. So that was really, so for me. I kind of got all the information like through like the Pokemon website
Ah, okay.
like at that time.
Makes sense.
And then like it wasn't until like ORAS where I was like so big into like watching Pokemon YouTubers that I saw like every single update.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And also, Pokemon has done big announcements during its traditional Nintendo Direct as well. Like, I was just talking about before you got here, I was talking about the September 2018 Nintendo Direct, which gave us I believe Camp as well as the reveal of Poltegeist for Sword and Shield.
Huh.
So it's like it can happen, and it looks like everything's gonna come together for E3.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Have you seen this? I'm putting it in other media.
Let me take a look here. I'll have to look at that later, but that looks funny.
Yes, it is.
But in any case, so might as well so let's shift focus and talk about our overall predictions for what we want to see from Nintendo's E3 Direct. For me, I'm thinking that we'll probably get some kind of update for Metroid Prime 4, the sequel to Breath of the Wild. I think we're also going to get a new Smash reveal as well.
There's a new Smash reveal at like every single big event. There has to be one, like, just because there's so many Smash reveals.
Yeah. And I think there's like 2 more packs of DLC left for this current set, if I remember correctly.
Oh. I don't know.
I don't remember. But in any case, there's the Pokemon update that I have written down as well. And maybe even kind of a shot in the dark, but I also think that we might see the reveal for the upgraded Switch. Because
yeah,
there have been a couple of reports saying Nintendo was going to announce it before E3, but those reports did not come true. So who knows? Maybe they'll show it off at E3, which would make sense.
yeah.
Like it would also, like it would actually be a good way to even start off the Direct. Like start off on a really high note, new hardware, and showcase some games that are going to be either optimized for the new hardware or made exclusively for the new hardware.
Yeah. Right. So let's follow the trend of Switch names. Right. We had the Nintendo Switch. Then we had the Nintendo Switch Lite.
Yep.
So by all logic, the next one should be the Nintendo Switch I.
I see what you did there. I actually remember seeing the meme about that when the Switch Lite got revealed.
Yeah.
But it is coming up to that point where the Switch is ready for its midlife update.
Yeah.
And but who knows if it actually does happen? Like it just makes the most sense to announce it at E3. But if you get it later in the summer, then oh well.
Yeah.
And I bet this upgrade model is why we haven't gotten a Pokemon edition for Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl yet. But
Alright, yeah.
But I could be wrong, and they'll do a standard Switch or even the Switch Lite.
Yeah.
Plus, we don't even have official confirmation from Nintendo, so all these reports are merely just rumors at this point.
Yes. Yeah.
So of course we gotta take all this stuff with a grain of salt.
Yep.
And then the last thing I really want is a new Kirby game. I have such a soft spot for Kirby. It was one of the first series I got into when I got my Game Boy Advance, and if it weren't for Pokemon, I definitely would have been a huge Kirby fan. I'll admit.
Yeah, that's valid. I've never played a Kirby game, but I do love Kirby because my main in Smash.
Yeah, Kirby's great. He's great in
Yeah.
Smash. He's great in Smash, and his games are great too. I
Yeah.
definitely recommend playing one.
Yeah, Kirby is probably the easiest character to play in Smash cause like no matter what button you mash, you're always gonna kill someone.
Yeah, like he was one of the first characters I played about during my first time in Smash. I remember playing Brawl for the first time at my cousin's house many years ago, back when it was new, and I remember just wanting to play as Kirby. I was terrible at it at the time, but I loved playing as him.
Yeah. Like even I don't understand the controls of Smash really. I just keep spamming one attack. Like I just keep spamming that attack for Kirby just turn into block and I just keep slamming it into enemies.
Ah, yeah, Stone Kirby.
Yes,
That is so powerful.
I know. Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
there are plenty of Kirby games to play on the Switch, actually.
Oh, nice.
You got Kirby Star Allies, which is actually the most current main Kirby game. You got Kirby Fighters 2, as well as the legacy ones that are on Switch Online, like Kirby's Adventure on the NES, and Kirby Superstar and Kirby Dream Land 3 on the SNES. And all those games are on Switch Online now.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
definitely recommend trying those out whenever you get the chance.
Yeah, I might. Let's think. Yeah.
So,
Like,
what do you want to see revealed during the E3 Direct then?
right. So I knew nothing about any rumors until today. So I'm not gonna say anything about them. Uh, um, I want something from BDSP / Legend Arceus or both. I want one present. I feel like if you're gonna do a presentation, it's more likely to be remakes. Just because they're closer.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And if they do Treehouse, it could be both. I do know that there's because I remember wasn't the E3 demo wasn't that when Impotent was leaked.
It was during the it was actually during the E3 demo that people could go play on the show for.
Yeah, right. So that was when Impotent and Yamper were leaked, right?
I wouldn't exactly call that leaked because there were members of the public over there, I would not be surprised. So like many people outside of the development team knew about Impidimp and Yamper.
Yes, but like Yamper actually got an official review. Impidimp did not.
I bet they did that on purpose because of just how mischievous Impidimp really is.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah, we saw plenty of it during the October live stream later that year.
Yeah. But like I feel like there's definitely gonna be like an E3 demo of the remix there. Like obviously like I doubt like or sorry not I doubt obviously like we won't get to play it but like there will definitely be like some like pictures and stuff like online. What else?
Well, it turns out E3 is gonna be an all digital event this year. Looks like there's gonna be.
Never mind, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because COVID.
Yeah, I forgot.
Although that does bring up a point I wanted to make actually, since we did bring up the playable demos, because traditionally, whenever a new game gets revealed at E3 and it becomes playable on the show floor, the people that are there obviously get to play it, but people watching it at home have to wait quite a while until either the game comes out or different kind of demo releases, or who knows, it could just be the same demo that was on the show floor, just releasing many months later.
Yeah.
My take is, during E3, if a game's going to have a playable demo, that's gonna be on the show floor. If there is gonna be another in-person E3, then I'd say make that same demo available for players at home for a limited time. That way, you get many more people to try out the game and provide their feedback to the developer.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be good. Yeah.
Plus, it would help create many more people to be interested in the game, which could result in even more sales.
Yeah.
Like it's a win-win all across the board.
Yeah. Or they could just do something similar to what they did with like Aura and Sun and Moon, where they do just like have like a demo just released to the public, but it's also just the same one that's like that would have been at E3 like.
Yeah, like the oh god, the demos for Aura and X and not X and Y, Sun and Moon, those give me quite the flashback because I remember at least with Auras, part of the reason why those games got leaked was because the demo was actually built using an existing build off of Alpha Sapphire instead of being a completely separate build.
Yeah. And then then they fixed that for Sun and Moon because they were like, oh shit, everything got leaked.
I don't know if that even mattered for Sun and Moon because of just how big the leaks were for those games.
True. Like that one 4chan leak where it was just like
that revealed the Decidueye in Cinnamon and Primarina like in the spring.
Yeah, like 6 months before they were officially revealed.
I know. I remember seeing that, and I was like, okay, this somehow does not look real, but at the same time, it does.
Yeah, like I saw that, and I was like, oh, that's fake. And then for 7 months, I went along thinking that I would never that I'll never see them again. Then they reviewed them. Then they reviewed them, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was just like, "How the fuck did this happen?"
Beats me.
Yeah, but
that's getting off topic here.
Yes, but yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But
yeah. Ignore everything I said about there being a demo because I forgot it was online.
But I mean,
right.
like it's so complicated because, like, I don't know how well I'd be able to explain this. So I think weren't you in the middle talking about your predictions anyway?
Yeah, it was.
All right, then
Right.
let's go back to that then.
I've said everything that I can about Pokemon, really. Mario Golf, there's probably going to be something about that.
Yeah, because
Um,
that's out really soon.
oh,
That's coming.
okay, yeah,
That's coming out later this month.
oh, yeah, then there's definitely going to be something about
When
that.
when does that game release actually? Where you go, Super Rush?
Hmm.
It's releasing 2 weeks from today,
Oh,
on the 25th.
okay.
I completely forgot that it was coming out this month. I even had that game on pre-order and I still forgot. And I still haven't even finished New Pokemon Snap. Oops.
Right, so there's probably going to be some update on the Breath of the Wild sequel because the last update we got was there are no updates.
Oh yeah, back at the during the February direct earlier this year.
Yeah.
Like, I would not be surprised if that turns out to be the primary focus for the direct.
Oh yeah, like that would be pretty expected, to be honest.
Like
Um,
here's like, because I remember back in 2016, a good portion of that show was focused on the original Breath of the Wild. So
yeah,
so I would imagine that we'll see a huge chunk focused on the Breath of the Wild sequel, and I think we'll see a release date probably sometime in 2022.
yeah, probably.
Because we haven't seen any gameplay of that besides the initial trailer.
Yeah, and even then, that wasn't like gameplay. That was just
That was more like a cutscene.
yeah. Are they making Mario Odyssey 2? I feel like they're making that, but like I don't know if it's been confirmed or not.
There have been no reports about a Mario Odyssey sequel yet.
Okay, I have no idea why I thought there'd been like an announcement or something. Okay.
I don't blame you, because I feel like we should have gotten the sequel to Mario Odyssey by now, because that game was great.
Oh yeah, it was.
Like, the only thing Mario Odyssey related that I've seen lately is this one report. I forget who published it, but there was some kind of report or rumor saying that the Mario Odyssey development team was working on some kind of Donkey Kong game for the Switch.
That'd be awesome.
I mean,
Um,
I can't recall the last time Donkey Kong got a 3D platformer. Plus, it would be nice for...
would it not like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze? I think.
That's a 2D platformer, and it originally came out on the Wii U.
Yeah, but, like, wasn't that the last Donkey Kong game?
Technically yes, but I was talking about the 3D stuff,
Alright.
because I think the last one was, oh god, I would want to say Donkey Kong 64, but I'm not too familiar with the Donkey Kong games, so I could very well be wrong on that.
Yeah.
But I mean, a modern Donkey Kong 3D platformer would be awesome for the series.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. I haven't even played any Donkey Kong games, but he's also but he's still my favorite Mario character just because he's a monkey. I love monkeys.
I think I've only played one Donkey Kong game, and I think it was Donkey Kong Land on the Game Boy.
Oh.
I mean, and I also played the Donkey Kong arcade game, and that game's interesting, but it was pretty fun.
Oh, that's kind of cool. But yeah, I expect something hopefully there's some Mario announcement, like a new Mario game or something.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
just because I'm surprised there's been no follow up to Odyssey yet, really.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised about that too. Like, if anything, we're probably maybe a new Mario Kart, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe exists, and that's been selling like hotcakes. And
That thing just keeps getting updated, right? Like, there's no way they're not. There's no way that because there doesn't really there never tends to be more than one Mario Kart per console, right?
I mean,
So
then again, there was that what was it? Because oh, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, that came out last year.
Wait, what's that?
It was
Oh, right, yes, that's the real life one, isn't it?
yeah, that's the one that has the DRC cars.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
forgot about that.
but I feel like but considering that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is just a port of a Wii U game, and that was the last original Mario Kart to come out on a Nintendo home console, I feel like we are due for one.
Yeah.
But there's also Mario Kart Tour, but I don't really care about that one.
Owen's that again?
It was the mobile game.
Yeah, I don't think anyone cares about that one.
Like,
Yeah.
like it would not be surprised. It would not surprise me if Nintendo just chooses to capitalize off of the success of Mario Kart Tour if it got any success at all. Because that kind of reminds me of when Let's Go came out and many people thought they were just capitalizing off the success of Pokemon Go. It would not be surprised me if we see something similar with Mario Kart, but I would love to see a new original Mario Kart on the Switch because it doesn't have one yet. The only one that comes close is Mario Kart Live Home Circuit.
Oh,
But
okay.
but then again, like I said, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is selling like hotcakes. It's the current best-selling game on the Switch.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to I don't think they're going to stop, or they're going to get people thinking, oh no, I'll stop, I'll wait off on buying Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and I'll buy this new game instead. No, if it's the best selling game in the Switch, then we're not getting a Mario Kart game for the Switch.
Then again, Nintendo can always throw us a curveball and release a new Mario Kart instead.
Yeah, true, but that would just dampen the sales of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, right? So, and
Yeah.
if that's their best selling game, then I don't think I'm going to do that.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, this is just a port of a Wii U game,
Yeah,
and plus, it's even if we do get a new Mario Kart game, it's still going to sell well. Like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
because it's Mario Kart. Everyone loves Mario Kart.
That's true. Yes, yes,
Like, it's an essential game to have on any Nintendo platform.
yes, yes.
And not to mention, the kind of like the 3DS could play DS games, which had a Mario Kart, and the original DS and DS Lite could play GBA games, which also had a Mario Kart. So like,
I forgot about I forgot about Mario Kart 7, even though I own it. Mario Kart never really worked on portable devices for me.
Oh, that sucks. I grew up with the handheld Mario Karts.
Yeah, to me, I grew up with Mario Kart Wii.
That's fair.
So when I saw Mario Kart 7, I was like, ooh, a new Mario Kart game, I'll get that. I do not like playing Mario Kart without the motion sensor. Without the, to me, it's not Mario Kart unless I can hold the steering wheel and actually control the car.
I mean, you can use gyro controls in Mario Kart 7.
I did not know that, but even then, it doesn't feel like Mario Kart unless you're holding the steering wheel thing
That's fair.
and that's why I definitely want Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Switch, but I don't have it yet, so it's just
That's kind of surprising, actually.
yeah, it's surprising, but I just didn't because I had the chance to buy it, buy Pokemon instead because I wanted Pokemon more and more at the time.
That's fair. I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Pokken are still really good games.
Yes, Pokemon deserves so much better.
I wish we got a sequel for it.
I wish they just. Yeah, I wish we got a sequel too. Pokemon Deluxe is just. It's so good and so fun, and yet.
And yet no one really talks about it outside of the Pokemon community.
Yeah, it's don't they still do Pokemon official Pokemon like worlds and shit, like worlds and shit like that.
I believe so. I do believe so.
Yeah, it's like if there's clearly like a competitive scene that the Pokemon Company is putting time and effort into, then why aren't they capitalizing on that?
I don't know, man. I mean, didn't Deluxe also get didn't it get DLC as well? I think it did.
Yeah, it got
It did because I bought the DLC. Duh.
oh, it did get some DLC. Yes, I can't remember all of it. Like, but I remember like the last one was like Aegis. It wasn't Empoleon DLC, and
No,
then there was also.
Empoleon was not DLC.
Oh, okay.
It was new for Deluxe and it was included in the roster out of the box. I think it was.
Okay.
I think Aegislash and Blastoise were DLC.
Yeah, like those two were like the latest DLC. But I think there was like one before that.
I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't remember either. But Aegislash and Blastoise were the most recent DLC at least.
Recent.
And then what?
Recent in quotes.
Yes, because like it came out like literally right after I bought Pokemon, which was around like 2018.
Yeah, I think it was around there because I remember Pokemon getting announced in for the Deluxe port getting announced in 2017.
Yeah, cause
Like that had more. Like I remember in that direct that had more spotlight than Sun Ultra Moon.
oh
Yeah, because I remember I was in school. I was in lunch at school at the time of that direct was airing, and I was like, and because I vividly remember, Pokemon had a bigger focus, and then the Ultra Sun Ultra Moon came in at like the very end, and then we didn't hear anything about Ultra Sun Ultra Moon until like a couple months after that direct. And that direct was in June of 2017, and we didn't hear anything until like August of that year, and that was just for Dusk Lycanroc.
okay. Right. Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to your E3 thoughts.
Yes.
We were getting so
That's
off track.
my E3 thoughts. Something I hope we get like something like mainline Mario because it's been a while.
Yeah.
And then let's think. I've already talked about Breath of the Wild. Oh yeah, but isn't like Splatoon 3?
Splatoon! I completely forgot about Splatoon 3. Damn it.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be something about Splatoon 3. It's kind of like because Splatoon is basically their like fourth major franchise now. There's like Mario, Zelda, Smash, and Splatoon. Pokemon is like bigger than all of them, but it's also its own thing over there. So
Yeah, Pokemon's more of like a second party IP instead of a true first party IP.
yeah,
Plus, I feel
But,
like Kirby can take over for Smash because Smash is more of a crossover instead of a traditional IP.
yes, but like I was really talking about their four like biggest franchises at the moment.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think
Yeah.
if we get anything original Mario stuff, I think outside of Mario Kart, I could probably see like a new 2D platformer because the last original one we got was New Super Mario Bros. U on the Wii U, which got a deluxe port in 2019.
Oh, right. So yeah,
And Super Mario Maker 2 doesn't really count because that's kind of its own thing.
yeah. No, that like Mario Maker is its own Mario spin-off franchise.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean,
Mario.
I still love it, but I
Yeah.
haven't been playing it as much.
Mario Maker is kind of in the same vein as Luigi's Mansion, where it's just a successful Mario spin-off franchise.
Yeah, exactly. I want another Yoshi game too. I love Yoshi. I love his platformers.
Yeah,
We haven't gotten a new Yoshi game since Yoshi's Crafted World. That was just okay, but I really want a deluxe part of Yoshi's Woolly World from the Wii U.
yeah. I never played like a Yoshi game. Like there's so many franchises like Mario franchises I've just not played because I didn't have a Wii U or because I was too young to care about them. But
That's fair. Like, I know Yoshi's Woolly World got a port on the 3DS, and apparently it was really good.
Yeah, I really wanted Yoshi's Woolly World, and then I didn't get it. Um, I probably just forgot about it. Because I was like young, but
Here's a hot take. I prefer the Yoshi games to the 2D Mario games.
I have no opinion on that because I have only played the 2D Mario game. I have not played the Yoshi games.
You should play one. They're actually really fun.
Yeah,
I recommend Woolly World the most.
Okay.
But anyway,
Yeah. Right, so I've said Mario, I've said Zelda, I've said Splatoon. There's definitely gonna be a Smash announcement.
do you have any thoughts about what could get revealed for Smash?
Alright, yeah. I'm hoping a Jenny Pokemon, but I don't feel like that's gonna happen.
I feel like I feel like if they are gonna do a Jenny Pokemon, I feel like it's going to be Cinderace.
Yes. Yeah, Cinderace is most likely. But also, I'm going to put in a sleeper pick and say Urshifu.
Oh, Urshifu, yes! I love that pick.
Urshifu would actually be really cool for Smash, and and I'm not sure if Rapid Strike or Single Strike. I'm not sure if they'd be like Echo Fighters. I'm not sure how it would work, but
I think if they did put in Urshifu, then I feel like they would program its down special to change forms,
okay.
and the final smash would depend on whatever form you're using.
Yeah. But
Surfetch would also be a cool pick.
yeah. Basically, just and so would Graplocked.
Yeah, Grappalod, Inteleon.
Any fighting type would be amazing in Smash. Let's be honest.
Yeah, true.
Inteleon would be like have like a really interesting playstyle.
Yeah, definitely.
They're not gonna do Rowland because that would just be Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Like
And
plus, it even has drums, so.
And plus, if they did add Rillaboom, then it would definitely be a heavyweight character, and I feel like that would be too similar to Incineroar. Because Incineroar is also another heavy fighter.
Yeah.
So I think they'll probably want something quick and fast, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I feel like Cinderace probably just has the best overall pick in terms of Sword and Shield Pokemon.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I do really want Urshifu now, just because I mentioned it and I thought of it and I was like, that's really cool.
It is a really good pick. I did not think about that. If it's not this pack, then we can always hope for the next one.
Yeah.
For me, I want Crash Bandicoot. Like, it just makes so.
Alright, yeah.
It makes so much sense. Given the history between Sony and Nintendo.
I forgot third-party IPs were a thing in Smash for a second.
If not Crash, then probably Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I mean, people have been wanting Sora for ages now.
Yeah, that's true. I'm surprised they haven't done that.
I mean, how comfortable people like to have yet another sword fighter because.
Oh yeah, true. But also, the Byleth shit died down like a week later. So.
Yeah, true.
So like, I really don't think that. I really don't think more people care about another sword fighter because almost nobody was complaining about that was Sephiroth because they were like, oh shit, Sephiroth.
Sephiroth was a big deal though.
True.
Like, I did not mind Sephiroth being in there at all. He better way than never.
Yeah.
Plus, we just got Pyra and Mithra, so I think we're due for a third-party character this time around.
I kind of, I kind of think Spiral would be cool.
Spyro! Yeah, Spyro would be really cool too.
Yeah.
Another wildcard pick would probably be Master Chief from Halo. I don't know how likely that is, but a guy can dream.
Bayonetta and Joker are in Smash, and they are not from like PG games, so
True, very true. Same goes for Snake,
oh yeah, Snake, yes.
and especially Bayonetta.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's like the first one I mentioned. Yes. Let me think. What?
And plus, we have gotten Xbox reps before with Banjo Kazooie and of course Steve.
Oh right, yeah.
AKA the character that broke Twitter.
It's Sonic's 25th anniversary.
30th.
30th then.
Oh yeah.
What if they had a Sonic character?
I wouldn't mind that actually. I would love to see either Tails, Knuckles, or Eggman. I think any of them would be good picks.
Yeah.
Although I think Knuckles has a better chance, and because Tails kind of screams Echo Fighter for Sonic.
Not really though. Tails can like.
Because if he can fly.
Tails can fly and shit. So like, sort of like, Knuckles is the one that screams Echo Fighter for Sonic.
No, Shadow screams Echo Fighter for Sonic actually.
Yes. Wait, is Shadow not already an Echo Fighter for Sonic?
No. I think he's an assist trophy.
Oh, I thought he was Echo Fighter for Sonic.
No, he was not.
Already.
No.
Oh. If we're gonna add anyone, it's either gonna be Shadow as an Echo Fighter for Sonic, or like Tails, I'd say, because Tails is more popular than Knuckles in general. Because Tails is just more recognisable, I'd say.
Makes sense.
Um,
I'm checking.
I kind of want Big the Cat just because that would be adorable.
Yeah, I love Big. Oh shit! Turns out Knuckles is an assist trophy.
Knuckles is an assist trophy.
He is. I'm on the Smash Ultimate website right now. I'm checking the list of assist trophies.
I mean, like, we've seen characters who are assist trophies become characters before, right? So
I don't recall that ever happening.
Shovel Knight? No, he was only an assist trophy.
No, Shovel Knight's always been an assist trophy.
Yeah.
Oh, and Shadow's an assist trophy too. Damn, so that eliminates those two.
Not necessarily.
I mean, that does considerably lower their chances, though.
Yes. But I do feel like like, at Sonic's 30th anniversary, you'd think that they'd add some Sonic character in there.
Yeah, especially since there's no other characters from the Sonic series in Smash. It's just Sonic himself. So
I think Tails is most likely, but
yeah, I think Tails has the best shot.
And
with Eggman being a close second.
Eggman would be hilarious.
Eggman would be so much fun. Like I can kind of see him playing like somewhat like Bowser Jr.
Yeah.
With his final smash being something like the Death Egg or something.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Let's see what other games are coming out for this one.
I could probably see an update for Project Triangle Strategy.
I don't even know what that is.
It was that new tactical RPG that we saw back in February.
Oh shit! Yeah, like, that was the awesome one, right?
Yeah, because you were going crazy about that one.
Yeah, I was, because it's like made by the same guys who did Octopath.
I think we'll probably see some kind of update for that.
Yeah, I hope so. I definitely want that game.
I think the demo is still available.
Yeah, but my fucked up
Oh
Nintendo can't
right,
remember.
right. I forgot.
Yeah. So I'm just like waiting till we get like a physical release, because I can only play physical games. Because I can only play physical games now,
Oof.
or or like or like any any digital games I already had, which was like Hollow Knight, and I think that may have been it.
Oof.
Oh shit! Oh, it's Hollow Knight Pokemon Quest, which I'm shocked that they never like updated that to include Jotomons.
Yeah.
That was a big waste.
Yeah.
Pokemon Quest was adorable,
Yeah.
and the
Apparently,
fact that they threw it away is upsetting.
yeah. I personally never cared for Quest, but it's getting quite a bit of content in China.
Really?
Yeah, like the Chinese version came out for that region pretty recently, and it's getting some events to tie in with Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution.
Is that also coming out really late?
It's not coming westward. It's not coming westward yet.
Uh,
That's kind of a kick in the face when you think about it.
yeah. Because it's not even like a Japanese. It's not even a Japanese event. Like it's an event for China, which, oh no, wait, China's like a really big market. Yeah,
Yeah,
keep forgetting that.
you're like I think speaking of Pokemon, I think we'll probably get some kind of update for Pokemon Unite separately
Yeah, I forgot about that.
outside of E3.
That's like, no one gives a shit about Pokemon Unite, and yet the Pokemon company acts like they do.
I mean, there is interest. Like, I would not be surprised if it sees its biggest success in China and South Korea, because MOBAs are huge in those regions.
Yes, like,
I touched on this in an earlier episode, but like I feel like Unite's definitely made to tailor for those audiences over there.
oh, definitely, yeah, because they're teaming up with like Tencent too, right? So, um,
But in any case,
yeah, what's next? Um, I don't think I have anything else, because I think I've forgotten
oof.
if there like anything. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else, because I've been through all the big franchises. So,
All right.
oh wait, that had never gonna happen. But I would love if they did brain training on the Switch,
Oh my god.
because brain training was awesome.
Oh, I think that was called Brain Age over here.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, there was a Brain Age on the Switch, but it never came to North America.
Or the UK apparently.
I think
Well,
I think it did come out in the UK, but not in North America. But I think it was I think it was a digital only release. I don't know. But
oh, okay. Right. So it was called Brain Age in the US. Oh, apparently it does exist for the Switch. Yeah, it actually does exist for the Switch. Holy shit!
yeah, like a Brain Age for Switch actually does exist.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Why was it not marketed? My god.
Oh, I did get a physical release. Oh, look at that.
Oh, thank god.
Like I said, it never came to North America, which is
That's
weird.
weird.
Yeah, it is weird. I think it's just because of just how little demand there is for it. Like
Yeah,
it was huge during the DS era.
yeah, that's true. Oh right, yes. I will say, like, I say this every time there's some big game announcement. Give us a Wii Sports Sports.
Like, man, I miss the Wii Sports era. That was so much
So
fun.
did I. It was like the Wii Sports is so fun.
Yeah, Wii Sports Resort is definitely the best of the bunch.
Yeah.
The Wii Sports Club was a bit unnecessary.
I don't remember that one. I just know that I played the first one, then Resort came out, and I never got Resort, but I know that everyone liked Resort, so
Yeah, it was only on the Wii U. It was pretty much just an HD remaster of the first Wii Sports.
okay.
Yeah, like for Wii Sports Club, for some reason, if you want to play a certain club, you either gotta purchase each sport or rent it for a period of time. Even though it's just the original 5 sports from the original Wii Sports, which was just stupid.
Oh, that is really stupid.
And like it was a kind of an unnecessary release because you could already play the original Wii Sports and Resort on the Wii U because it's backwards compatible. Although I don't know if we're ever gonna
You
get
can already what?
because you could already play the original Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort on the Wii U since the system is backwards compatible. But I don't know if we're ever gonna get a sports game like that for Nintendo on the Switch because they would have to rename it to something else completely.
Yeah.
And
Like-
and Clubhouse Games exists on the Switch already, so that kind of fills that gap for that kind of title. Plus, it would have to get a different name because it's got Wii right in the name, and this game comes to Switch, and it would have to. It would get people confused.
Yeah, I guess.
Like it sucks because I feel like, especially when it comes to stuff like bowling, the physics on in Wii Sports Resort was better compared to the Clubhouse games, and golf is a top-down as opposed to a full 3D environment on in Wii Sports Resort. But then again, we have a new Mario Golf coming out, so I don't know how likely that's ever going to happen. And we already have a Mario Tennis on the Switch too. So I feel like the Mario Sports games are just kind of filling the gap for the lack of an all-in-one sports game from Nintendo.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of surprised we haven't gotten a new Mario Baseball or Mario Football/Soccer game yet on the Switch. Because
Yeah.
we haven't gotten one since the Wii.
Mhm.
And I would like to see a new Mario Baseball and new Mario Strikers game. Because I feel like those would do pretty well on the platform.
Yeah.
But in any case,
Huh.
what?
The Olympics are this year, but I forgot about that because
Because it got delayed last year because of COVID.
yeah, the Olympics are like next month. I don't know. Yes, too close. But like for a second, I was going Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games 2021.
I mean, we got a Tokyo 2020 game last year.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we already got a Tokyo Olympic Games.
Oh, ah, shit. Oh well.
I have it, but I haven't even played it. Like the series has kind of gone down. At least the handheld ones. I have not played any of the console ones. But
There's
like,
console ones.
yeah, like
Oh, no, sorry. There's handheld ones is what I meant.
yeah, I mainly played the handheld ones. And
See, I played the one on the Wii for and it came out in like 2008.
oh yeah, I've never seen commercials for that actually.
Yeah, that was like the first and only one that I played.
Yeah, I have all the handheld ones actually.
Hmm.
The Beijing 2008 was fine. Vancouver 2010 was probably the best one. Because that one had an actual story mode and it was actually kind of good. London 2012
How do you
was,
explain that?
London 2012 was also kind of good. Rio 2016 was I didn't really care about it. I have not played Tokyo 2020.
There have clearly been way more of these games than I actually realized. Holy shit.
The only other one I have not played was Sochi 2014, but that was only on the Wii U. It never got a 3DS version.
Huh.
But I haven't exactly seen the warmest reception for the Mario and Sonic games. Even though I personally really liked them as a kid.
Okay.
But coming back as an adult, I gotta go back to those and see if they're still just as good as I remember. Because, like I said, I have very vivid memories of, I have very fond memories of the original Olympic Winter Games. But I don't.
Yeah.
But I don't think we'll see a new one for this year.
Mhm.
Plus, we had a huge Sonic announcement a few weeks ago, so I don't think we'll see anything Sonic related for this direct.
All right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
If anything, we'll probably just get a brief recap for Sonic Colors Ultimate.
Yeah.
But that's coming on multiple platforms. It's not just a Switch exclusive,
Yeah.
as it's coming to the PlayStation, Xbox, and PC as well. But dude, I am so excited to replay Colors. I absolutely love that game. It's my personal favorite Sonic game. I first played the DS version, loved it. The Wii version was also excellent, and it makes me so excited that many more people are going to be able to play Sonic Colors because it's my personal favorite Sonic game.
Yeah. I never played Colors, so
You should play it.
I was never really a massive Sonic fan, just because I got Sonic Unleashed. The disc was scratched the more I got it, so it just froze it in the second cutscene
Oh,
or something,
that sucks.
and so I couldn't play Sonic Unleashed,
Oh,
and that kind of dampened my feelings towards the entire Sonic franchise, really.
that sucks.
So I owned Sonic and the Black Knight for the Wii, but I got really bored
Yeah.
in that game.
Yeah, I haven't heard good things about Sonic and the Black Knight or either of the Sonic Storybook games in general.
Yeah.
Like I would love to play Unleashed because I heard it's quite a really underrated gem, and I want to
Yeah.
I want to try it for myself to see if I share those opinions.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm terrible at Sonic, but I would love to try it.
Yeah. The only Sonic game that I love, well, that I did love at the time, because I never owned it, but we had it at an after school school club that I went to, was Sonic Heroes.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that game.
Sonic Heroes was just really fun.
I've never played it.
Yeah, last time I played it, I was 7, but it was really fun. So
Like ah crap! I'm having a brain fart. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Man. Also, oh yeah, I remember now. Because I really want Sonic Unleashed to get some kind of modern port. Because I only had the 3DS version of Generations. I loved it. But I tried playing the PC version, which is, I think it's based on the Xbox 360 version, and it's such an unreliable mess that I gave up on it. And I tried playing Sonic Adventure 2 on PC, and I think the refresh rate on my laptop screen is too fast because I can't get past the first level because I can't break the creatives on the first level. So I had, so like,
yeah,
so like, the ideal situation is to have a remake of the adventure games. Guys, I've heard many good things about the Sonic Adventure games.
yeah,
But I feel like, but I don't think we're gonna get anything big for Sonic during E3.
Yeah, maybe not. Like I feel like the most that we will get like Tailwind Smash, but even then that'll be it. So
Yeah,
and even then like it's still kind of a stretch.
yeah,
Like Tailwind is just the most likely Sonic character to be in Smash, not the most not the most likely thing to be in Smash.
yeah. Metal Sonic would be an interesting character to have in Smash.
Hmm.
But overall, I think Tails has the best shot of being in Smash
Yeah.
when talking Sonic characters.
Yeah.
But I think overall my top pick for Smash would definitely be Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah. That seemed likely.
Like it just makes so much sense given the history.
Yeah.
Like we had a freaking Cloud Strife in Smash 4. Like we gotta get another PlayStation rep.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
I don't know. I don't.
All right. So even though Sam and Honey were not able to join us tonight, I did ask for what their hopes for E3 are, and Sam said, quote, I hope they reveal more stuff about Legends, and of course more info about BDSP. No, that's all he said. And also with Mario Golf Super Rush.
Yeah.
I feel like a touch up on Mario Golf is probably the most likely thing,
Yeah.
and maybe something Pokemon, but who knows. And as for Honey, she's saying hoping for more stuff about BDSP and Legends, and maybe stuff on maybe the reveal on that supposed Switch upgrade, along with something about Breath of the Wild 2 and Mario Golf. It's like very similar to what we said tonight.
Yeah.
But do you have anything else that we want to talk about for E3 before we move on?
Um. Not necessarily E3, but like I'm just looking through third party um Nintendo games right now. I forgot Mario and Rabbids were a thing. I'm surprised that we haven't gotten like Rabbids or at least Rayman and Smash.
Oh, Rayman, that would be a really cool pick for Smash.
Rayman's weird because his villains have just become way more popular and recognizable than him.
That's funny.
Like his villains became their own franchise,
That is
and
funny.
Rayman's basically dead now because the Rabbids are basically like the video game equivalent of the Minions.
Yeah.
Um, so like I'm kind of surprised that like Rabbids aren't in Smash at all. Like like you'd think that they'd at least be like an assist trophy.
Yeah, like I feel like they would definitely be in an assist trophy because I don't know how the hell there would be an actual fighter.
Yeah, but like Rayman like could be a cool fighter.
Yeah, like Rayman has a better shot at being a fighter than Rabbids.
Yeah,
Like Rabbids would be a great assistant trophy.
yeah.
So is there anything else?
Not really, no.
All right. Last thing that we want to talk about for today is as of when we are recording this video, today marks 20 years since the release of the Game Boy Advance. I'm old. Like,
Wait, let's see. Yo, I never had that. Okay.
wow. Because I remember I got it on the GBA pretty late. Like by the time I got my my SP, the DS was already out at the time. Because I got mine in mid 2005, I think, and I didn't get a DS until 2006 with the DS Lite. And I played so much out of that damn thing. In fact, I still have my original Graphite SP. It's in terrible shape. Yeah, it still works, which just amazes me. And it was GBA was my chance to be exposed to stuff like Pokemon, Mario, Kirby for the very first time. Like Pokemon Ruby was the first Pokemon game I ever played, and then eventually Fire Red would be my first Pokemon game I ever bought. Kirby the Amazing Mirror, my personal favorite Kirby game, and that was the game that got me into Kirby. That game was so much fun. I absolutely love it. And I first got into Mario Kart with Mario Kart Super Circuit, which incidentally was also the first part of a Mario Kart. So that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And also, I also played quite a few of the Super Mario Advance games. I remember playing a lot of Super Mario Advance 2, which was Super Mario World. I never finished it because I thought the game was too hard for my young self, and I still feel like Super Mario World's pretty difficult. And I also had the original Super Mario Advance, which was the remake for Super Mario Bros. 2 USA. That game was alright, but I never finished that either. And honestly, I never cared about Super Mario Bros. 2 because I personally think it's kind of overrated. Like, I don't know, but the only Super Mario Advance game that I actually have is Super Mario Advance 4, which is the remake of Super Mario Bros. 3. That game is actually pretty good. I feel like Super Mario Bros. 3 is pretty overrated, but it was still a pretty good remake, actually. The only one I actually never played was Super Mario Advance 3, which was the port of Yoshi's Island. But I remember playing a lot of the remade Mario Bros. Arcade game that came with each Super Mario Advance game. That was really fun, and definitely the best way to play the Mario Bros. Arcade game. Because I tried the NES version of Mario Brothers. It's so clunky. It's honestly not a good version. Because it has really bad physics. Like, if you say, go to make a jump and turn around, you gotta complete the jump before you can even turn around, and that can screw you over. Oddly enough, I also have quite a few licensed kids games like Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, as well as Jimmy Neutron versus Jimmy Negatron. I could not figure out that game for the life of me back then, and a lot of people did too, which was kind of funny. But what else was could I think about on the GBA? I also have Mega Man Battle Network 5, which is a tactical RPG spinoff of Mega Man. That game's pretty fun. I never put much time into it, but from what I have played, it was pretty alright.
Okay.
But the GBA was just loaded with re-releases, whether it be just straight up ports or remakes. Because it was kind of seen as like a portable Super Nintendo. Because a lot of its most memorable games came from that era, like Super Mario Advance 2, for example. In fact, that Super Mario Advance 2 was my first exposure to Super Mario World.
Huh.
I still like it, but I don't love it like other people do.
Okay.
But what's weird is that the GBA never got a original traditional 2D Mario platformer. And we wouldn't get one until New Super Mario Brothers on the DS in 2006. Yeah, because the last time before New Super Mario Brothers that we got a traditional original Mario platformer was Super Mario World on the SNES. That is quite a gap, almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Wait, what was it? 10 years? No, it was over 10 years because Super Mario World came out in North America in 1991, I think. Let me look that up. Super Mario World. When did that game come out? 1990. So it was over 10 years. No, 15 years, 16 years since the release of Super Mario World before we got New Super Mario Brothers.
Whoa.
So there's your fact of the day.
Yeah.
Then, oh god, there was this weird Mario spinoff on the GBA that I played as well, called Mario Pinball Land. It was a bad game. It tried to make a pinball game have like an actual plot, and it just did not work out. The physics were also pretty bad too. And oh man, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon also got a title on the GBA. How could we
Yes,
forget?
it does.
How could we,
Red Rescue Team.
yeah, how could we forget that? I have Red Rescue Team, but I never finished it. And quite frankly, I don't really see any reason to finish it now that Rescue Team DX is out. And it's miles better than the original.
No.
I
Like, most people, like, from what I've seen, actually prefer the originals.
clearly then I have clearly I have an unpopular opinion then, because I personally like the remake more than the original, because the quality of life improvements it did add I thought were really really help improve the experience. The sprites of the original though were really well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, the music was fantastic too.
Yeah, and also there are a few things that that were just removed from from the games and DX2,
Yeah.
like brand areas, and the original Red and Blue Rescue Team.
Yeah.
You actually go to these friend areas and interact with Pokemon and see them walking about.
Oh yeah, I do remember hearing about that.
Yeah, and
I
then in DX, if you go there, it's just sprites and their name.
I mean it's cool.
And
It's cool they kept some of the sprites at all, as opposed to just getting rid of them
Yeah, but
entirely.
like,
So at least it's got still some DNA of the original, even though it is still a remake.
yeah.
But,
Wait, how did the legendary birds plot work? Because in the post game of Blue Rescue or Red and Blue Rescue Team, you have to go and talk to Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. After you've recruited them, and I think that like helps you like unlock Lugia's dungeon.
I think if I remember correctly, once you rematch and recruit them, the dungeons get unlocked automatically.
Okay.
I don't remember. I have not actually recruited all the legendary birds yet.
Okay.
In any case, what else? I think one of the most impressive games on the GBA was actually Super Monkey Ball Jr., which was a full 3D platformer. It's not exactly a great game, but it's kind of a guilty pleasure, and it's just really impressive because the GBA was not really meant for 3D games like Super Monkey Ball.
I didn't even realize that there was a Monkey Ball game on the Game Boy.
But
How did they do that?
I don't know, like Sega Amusement Vision and Realism just did the unthinkable for the GBA. It looks really impressive for the platform, but it doesn't run that great, and controlling it is kind of a nightmare. Like in order to control it very well, you gotta hold down the A button while moving with the D-pad.
Yeah.
And but there were a couple of cheat codes built into Monkey Ball Jr. that like let you unlock everything in the game, along with this mode called Blocky Mode, which how do I explain this? Like, it makes the game look a lot more pixelated. However, the frame rates are actually better in Blocky Mode, which is bizarre.
Oh.
And they even put into Konami code into this game. Like, when you input the Konami code on the title screen, it does nothing except the title on the title screen will just say "super nice try." Like it doesn't do anything, but it was a really cool and funny Easter egg. I remember tweeting the video about showing off the Konami code in Super Monkey Ball Jr. Like a month or two ago, and it's so funny to me. Like, I think it was the only Monkey Ball game where I actually played through every single difficulty, including Master Mode. But like, I don't know why I put myself through that kind of torture, because the GameCube Super Monkey Ball games are honestly the best ones. Like, I played Banana Blitz on the Wii, and I hated it. But Super Monkey Ball Jr. on the GBA it's kind of a guilty pleasure, like I said.
Yeah.
Like, even Super Monkey Ball Touch and Roll on DS, I feel like is a better game. But I keep going back to the Junior on the GBA, even though the DS version it's better. But I think in terms of like what my favorite game on the GBA, I'd have to say probably Pokemon Emerald. That game is just it's so good.
Yeah.
Like, all the Gen 3 games are just great in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, even Fire Red and Leaf Green were pretty good. And it made sense for those games to get a remake, because Gen 1 is such a buggy mess, and
Yeah.
Fire Red and Leaf Green was a great way to modernize the original Pokemon games.
Yeah. And like same with Heart Gold Soul Silver, really, because Gen 2 were still quite buggy.
Yeah.
Gen 3 was really when like they started to become
They really started to
games by modern standards.
Yeah. Like, once I got into Pokemon with Ruby and Fire Red, the rest was history. I could not stop playing those games.
Yeah. Like, that was kind of me with like Heart Gold.
That's so valid.
Like, Heart Gold was my first Pokemon game. And and like I've been asking like my parents for like a Pokemon game for like years. Cause like I grew up in the anime, really, so
That's fair.
so like I've been watching the anime for years. At that point, I was like, hey, can I get a Pokemon game? No, it's too expensive. Until like 2010, when they finally just gave in, and I got Heart Gold, and that was it. I was just like, okay, this is officially just my favorite game of all time now, and that's never changed.
Nice. Like, I remember the night when I finally got my first Pokemon game, because I remember, I think it was one night in 2005. My dad was took me to GameStop, and I was looking at the GBA games that they in the used section that they had it right up front at the counter, and I was like, and I saw the cartridge for Fire Red. I was like, oh, I want that game. I knew nothing about Fire Red prior to buying it, but I was like, oh, that looks cool. I want that. And
Wait, so you were just like, Charizard looks awesome, I want that.
it didn't even have the box. It was just the cartridge itself.
Oh.
I didn't get Fire Red brand new. But most of the Pokemon games on the Game Boy, I didn't buy brand new. In fact, the only one I actually bought brand new was Emerald.
Yeah.
But I don't have the box for it anymore, which is sad.
Yeah, like,
because the box art and even the label art on the cartridges themselves, they were so good.
Yeah.
And the Fire Red Leaf Green were also kind of significant, because they actually came with the wireless adapter if bought brand new. And, but it was barely supported on the Game Boy Advance. Like, Fire Red Leaf Green were probably the most prevalent games to support it. And supposedly Kirby the Amazing Mirror also supported it, but I've had that game for like a decade now, and over a decade now, and granted, I don't have a second wireless adapter. I only have just one, but I don't know if it really does have wireless adapter support. But in the game's manual on the Virtual Console version on the Wii U, it says it supports the wireless adapter, so maybe it did.
Okay.
And that would kind of pave the way for wireless connectivity with the DS later that year in 2004.
Yeah.
Because I believe Pokemon Emerald also supported the wireless adapter, because that came after Fire Red and Leaf Green, but it didn't include the wireless adapter like Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Wouldn't know. Wait. Yeah. Like I'm not really giving much commentary here, and that's really because I never really played the Game Boy Advance, so I can't really give anything.
That's fair. Like I definitely grew up a lot with the Game Boy Advance. Like I remember traded in my parents traded in my Game Boy Color for a Game Boy Advance SP in 2005, but that was probably, as much as I missed that Game Boy Color, it was definitely a great decision, because the Game Boy Advance can play all previous Game Boy games, and the SP had a backlit display, which was a huge deal for the Game Boy at the time, because they were starting to get infamous for not having a lit display, especially the original Game Boy Advance, which was heavily criticized for having such a dark screen that was not backlit. And it's a shame, because I feel like the original Game Boy Advance had probably the best ergonomics, but I still go for the SP because of that backlit display. In fact, it was a little bit of a fun fact. When the Game Boy Advance SP first released in 2003, the light for the screen was actually a front light. There was a light in front of the display, because otherwise the screen was identical to the original Game Boy Advance. But in 2005, Nintendo upgraded the lit up display with a proper backlight, and and released it in new colors too, to differentiate the two models.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Game Boy Advance SP right now.
But,
it's basically just a Proto DS.
Yeah, it does have, like, the original DS definitely has a lot of resemblance to the Game Boy Advance SP. In fact, the original DS actually used the same exact charger as the GBA SP, and that even includes the headphone jack adapter too. Because the Game Boy Advance SP did not have a headphone jack.
Oh.
Like, it didn't bother me as a kid, surprisingly enough. Like, I was like, whatever. Just plugged my headphones to the adapter into the charging port and went along my way. But nowadays, I'm like, why? Like,
Yeah.
Like, there was one other Game Boy Advance model called the Game Boy Micro that released in 2005 that was just, it could only play Game Boy Advance games. It had no backwards compatibility, and it did not sell well, because it came out a year after the Nintendo DS, and it was only $50 cheaper than the DS. So it was just it was not a good value, but it looks so cool. It had interchangeable faceplates. The screen looked absolutely gorgeous. And I heard the build quality is also really well made too. But it did not make much sense, because for only a little less money, you could get a Game Boy Advance SP, which gets you a bigger screen and backwards compatibility. So the Micro is more of a collector's piece, as opposed to more of a daily machine. And it's a shame, because I want to have one someday, but it goes for a lot online. But that's pretty much all I have to say about the Game Boy Advance. So, do we have anything else that we want to add before we wrap up for today?
I don't think so, no.
Alright. Well, as Honey would say if she were here, Stan Fennekin.
Yes, Stan Fennekin, Stan Krogunk, Stan Sylveon, because I have one right next to me right now.
Oh yeah, your plush came in pretty recently too.
Yes, it did, and she's adorable.
It looks really cute.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Um.
anyway,
Like. Like. For some reason, instead of like the pink markings the pink markings on the ribbons, she has like red markings instead, and like I don't know if that's like a printing error or something, but I don't care because it makes her look more unique.
more power to it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that's gonna wrap up for today. So, I want to thank you for tuning in. And until next time, through it all, we're still a family. One Trinity family.